Hi, hello, and welcome back to Trails in the Sky. It's time for the third game, which I haven't heard a whole lot of good things about. I think the gameplay is different, and from what I recall, there's a lot more fighting than there is story bits, but, well, Trails is really good. I wanted to experience it just to get to see it, so here we are. Also, anybody in live chat, let me know if audio is good. The game had a little bit of issues booting up. I think I fixed it, so hopefully nothing goes wrong during the stream. And if anybody is new here, I don't know anything about Trails only up until the second game. We did play the first and the second here on the channel. You can find the playlist. I actually didn't link them in the description. My bad. But if you search for it on the channel, you should find the playlist for them. They're all ordered and stuff like that. There's a lot of story? I mean, if there's a lot of story and not a whole lot of gameplay, I'm actually fine for that. That means I just get to voice characters and learn a lot more about them. So that works out. Also some bobbin beats as per usual. I did see, like, this nun character with Kevin, so we'll probably meet her. And when I was loading into the game, I saw, like, an updated image of Josette. So I think she's gonna be in here too. All we can do now is just get right into it. Right, I'm just gonna play on normal. I'm here for the story. We could probably do hard by now, but I don't want to spend 2 or 3 extra streams. Oh, and a lace. Trails in the Sky, I see this data found. Load data? Yes, please. Perfect. Actually, I wonder, can anybody confirm? Oh, wait, let me just focus. Erebonia. Rainford Company. We've seen that name before. Manufacturing some of the weapons that we've used over the series. Let me lower this down a little bit. There we go. Oh, also if there are any edited bits during the VOD, it's probably due to the fact that I had to cut them out for copyright reasons. I think the ending to the last game did get some cuts. So yeah, just be aware of that. If I may have your attention, please. On behalf of the Conrad Company, I would like to take the time to thank you all for attending this party today. As I'm sure you're all aware, this is a most auspicious day. Oh, wait, isn't that just Kevin in disguise? One sec, let me lower the volume for myself a wee bit. There we go. Yes, indeed. On this historic day 10 years ago, this fine company... Who's the girl beside him? Is that Kilika? Teehee. We're still going on with the teehees, I see. You don't seem to be enjoying this quite as much as he is. You ought to at least try and feign interest in what he's saying, Surely you must understand what kind of man he is if you're here. Oh, that I do. He's a merchant of death who made a fortune during the 100 Days War. Wasn't the 100 Days War the war that took the life of Estelle's mother? The whole thing that sparked because of the thing that Ouroboros did to Joshua's village. Oh man, there's so many names to remember. At least it just takes me a few seconds to process through my brain. I think my brain is still running on a hard drive and on an SSD. and one of the Empire's most wealthy men, despite being a relative newcomer. Why, it was only a few years ago that he partnered up with the famous Rhineford company. Group, same thing. And now he's serving on their board of directors. His record makes for a most impressive read, that much is for certain. Although, I dare say he's less impressive in person compared to on paper. My, you'd best refrain from making such remarks. That mask of yours may disguise your identity, but it won't keep those naughty men in black away should you make an enemy of them. Is Will Smith gonna show up? Now that's a terrifying prospect. I wouldn't mind meeting, what's his name, Tommy Lee Jones? He seems pretty cool. I can't imagine I'd last very long if I did. I'd surely be cast through this window as easily as a pebble plunges through water. I must say, I found you rather intriguing. Are you a member of the press, perhaps? Or maybe even a government official? I would answer, but where's the fun in spilling secrets? I'll leave the pondering to your fertile imagination, mademoiselle. Leaving my identity aside, however, the ship is an impressive work of art. It's hard to believe we're inside one at all, and yet here we are, thousands of Argae in the air. This isn't gonna go like the Titanic, is it? We're not doing that storyline, right? Well, it is Rainford's latest model. One would expect nothing less than art. Last I heard, they were advertising it as the largest airship in the world. It is 120 Argae across, so they are probably right. As far as most of the world knows. You certainly know how to make a lady curious. But even with the mask, it's no secret that you're so young. Practically still a boy. I wonder, how often do you go around charming your way through these drab parties with that aura of mystique? I think Masked Man was just trying to chill. It's Lady who caught feelings just by seeing his mysterious guise. Well, well. Seems the mask can't hide all my secrets. Perhaps I ought to make my daring escape. I just read chat. It's all fun and games until you encounter the airborne iceberg. You know, what are the possibilities of that actually happening? I could see that being a thing in this universe. You never know, somebody gets like a super powerful ice spell and just casts an iceberg in the sky. Levitates it toward the ship. Just for old time's sake, you know? Perhaps I ought to make my daring escape before I give away anything more about myself. If you must, although it would be my pleasure to continue keeping you company. This lady, jeez. It's not every day that one gets to enjoy chatting the night away with a mysterious stranger like this, you know? Oh my. We could even take our chat somewhere more comfortable, like your room. Okay, the way that she's going on us, this is super sus. She knows something. She is somebody. Maybe my guess was correct. Maybe not. Either that or she's really into this man. I would be honored to, fair lady. But only if you can promise the goddess has her eyes turned away. She may blush if she's watching. Hot damn! Let's make a game! Meanwhile, now refrain from asking why your room would not be an acceptable location. And I'll thank you for not forcing me to bring up that oaf of a man. Oof. And she's married, too! Oh my. Even better! Well, the party's in full swing now. This chance is as good as any. His private room's on the highest floor of the ship and on the other side of the deck. Okay, let's get to work. Oh, hello. Might I interest you in something to drink, sir? we have some well-aged Stein Rose if you would care for some. I don't drink. The Conrad Company might have made a lot of progress in the past 10 years, but that was all thanks to the Rhineford Group. They couldn't have done a thing by themselves, so they've got no right trying to act big. They need to realize their place. Oh my god, it's the Men in Black! The safety of this party is guaranteed so long as we are here to ensure it. So please rest easy and enjoy yourself. They're gonna wipe your memories if you see something you shouldn't. This truly is a spectacular ship. I was getting sick and tired of looking at the gloomy skies of the capital, so this is a wonderful change of scenery. I ought to be sure to make the most of tonight. And I couldn't agree more there. The air of the capital is positively suffocating. I try to get away from it as often as I can, so I spend all of my time off in my villa to the south. Oh, the problems of the rich. Sigh. Why does she have to choose a party like this to feel unwell? I hope she isn't faking it to stay in her room. Must she oppose me at every turn? Yes, Lady Lindell is currently resting in her room. She said that she is feeling a little unwell at the moment, you see. Lady... Oh wait, what? It isn't as though tonight's party is the only one on the horizon. Okay. I forgot that sometimes talking to NPCs, again, will give you different dialogue. I usually never check because, like, that's double the dialogue for everybody. We already have enough. Please, no more. I'm sorry, what was that? I said that no mask at home to disguise the beauty of your ivory white skin, or the luster of those fine red lips. Teehee, well, aren't you the flatterer? Oh my, come to say hello again so soon? My offer still stands if you find yourself with an appetite for excitement. I'll be able to get rid of this gentleman in no time at all, really. Pulls out a knife. Alright, yeah, there it is. Nuns? Married women? This game has everything! Perfect! Perfect game for me. She was the one who initiated the conversation with me, if you're wondering. Still, I can't very well ignore her. I'll just try and keep the conversation going. Good luck, buddy. You'll need it. The chefs here ordinarily work at my hotel, I'll have you know. They may be working in a different environment with different equipment than usual, but that is no excuse for slacking off. Perhaps I'm going to need to keep a watchful eye on them to ensure they don't slip. To cut the pie, right? The knife's to cut the pie, right? Yeah, totally. That's definitely what it's for. Stop it, Dad! You're just embarrassing yourself. We're here as guests today. We're supposed to be enjoying ourselves, not concerning ourselves with the party's organization. Now hurry up and go greet that Conrad fellow. Oh, what a bossy son. Yes. Madam, What a surprising coincidence to find you here. I wasn't aware that you had been invited to this party as well. Did it happen while you were in... Nunny? Beria Hard? Buying furs, perchance? Yes, actually. Still, I would very much appreciate it if you could keep this a secret from my husband. Oh, I wouldn't dream of telling him. Why would you need to keep it a secret from your husband? Why are you here? When it comes to quality, Beria Hard cannot be beaten. In particular, the fur of the black minks, raised in the north, is so soft. It's simply divine. Someone certainly cheered up in a hurry. She really likes talking about furs. Today's dish of choice is steamed abalone. Right? God, I don't know how to speak English. with cream, made to the highest standards by our chefs. I must insist you try it. I'm certain you'll become a fan. No. Pardon me, but you haven't seen my wife around, have you? Sigh. I keep telling her not to go wandering off without telling me, but she never listens. Hold on. Could this be Madame Frisky's oaf of a man? Why, yes. I should probably have it now before it starts getting cold. I'll take that tart there too, if you don't mind. Maybe we can go back and talk to her? Or no, maybe Kevin here was just remarking. Funny. Also, that dish there... Oh, I don't have hands that I can use to point. I literally physically pointed at my screen as if you guys could see me. But the dish in front of the maid, or I'm pretty sure maid, on the cart there looks sort of like a really big bowl of tom yum goong. Or, how would you say that in English? Tom yum goong? If any of you guys have ever been to a Thai restaurant or seen it, then you'd probably agree. Probably recognize that. I don't think that's what it is, though, but maybe it's something similar. Ha! You still have much to learn about the ways of the world, young man. The national government is more or less a collection of civil servants with all their flaws and weaknesses. You can get anything out of it as long as you know the right buttons to push. Haha. Alright, yeah. No extra dialogue. They're so good, but you mistyped it as good. Was that the autocorrect kicking in? I expect nothing less from you, Arthur. But yeah, it is really good, especially if you like spicy food. If you haven't tried it before, I do highly recommend it. Who does that upstart chancellor think he is? All he's done since marching into politics from out of the army is pass one unpleasant law after another. I can't understand how he thinks. Where's the benefit in appeasing commoners all the time? What's up? Here on the Lusitania, we will be striving to meet your every need. So please do let us know if there is anything we can do for you. There is plenty of entertainment to look forward to this evening. Herlan du Ciel's concert will be beginning soon, and at 11, we will be holding an opera. Be sure not to miss them. An opera? Being a part of the vast Rainford Group, the Conrad Company certainly has strong backing to support it in working towards greater growth. After all, the Rainford Group is immensely successful, and it manufactures everything from military weapons to household goods. Perhaps I should consider increasing my investment in the group, We love monopolies here. I noticed. Welcome to the stream, Battle Clocker. Always nice to have new faces around here. I hope you enjoy your time here. And yeah, I hope I enjoyed this game too, because so far the past two games have been phenomenal. Some of the best JRPGs I've ever played. I'm glad my audience introduced me to these games. I must say, I'm impressed at just how reliable the security guards at today's party appear. I'd been thinking it was about time to recruit some new personnel to my own private army too. Perhaps I ought to ask Conrad where he found these people. I might be able to recruit some of them too. I think it becomes the legit goons whenever Arthur's around, though. So, we do have a few different modes. This would be like the perfect time for me to do an edit flashback to when I was talking about how her being married made it even better, but we're not gonna do that here. This is live. Ha 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 ha! You certainly know how to hold a party, Conrad! There aren't many who are wealthy enough to be able to organize a gathering like this in the sky. Oh, absolutely. Ha ha! If my guests are satisfied, then I have done my job. Still, today's party is but a minor diversion compared to what the future holds for us. Quite the gathering we got here. That looks like Marquis Ballard, known for his extravagant spending. And this guy is the president of that one big jeweler, Corey's & Co. Hopefully they'll keep our friend occupied for a while. Corey's & Co. Owned by the Corey in the house. Completely missed last week's stream because I was playing third. It's all good. Honestly, last week's stream was not too long. It was like literally 30 minutes before the end of the game, and I ended the previous stream to that. My bad. But it is what it is. Really good ending though for the second game, which is why I'm super curious to see some of the more plot threads, the plot threads that haven't been explored yet. Explored more here. I apologize for our boorish presence here at this most elegant occasion. I'm afraid it is a necessary evil in order to ensure the safety of our guests. All that I can do is ask for your understanding. When you start going around saying how you're a necessary evil, I don't think that's a good thing. Please pay us no mind. We are merely here so that you might enjoy this party to its fullest. This one is going to be very different. That's all I've heard. We shall see. Hey, lady. I know your husband is over there. Never mind, okay. No extra dialogue. Did I talk to you? Can I help you? No, I guess not. Let's get out of here. But first save. The first save of the game. Put in your bets now and see how many save files I'll have by the end of the game. I don't know how long this one is. Oh! Wait, what the heck was that? Strange. Felt like someone was watching me for a minute. Forget it. I've got work to do. We're pulling the whole ghost girl that you see in Nier Automata. But like, if you blink, you miss it. What's going on here? His private room's on the highest floor of the ship on the other side of the deck. Time to move. Oh, hey! Rakshi, thank you so much for being a lab member for 13 whole months. Really appreciate the support, my dude. And hope you've been enjoying some of the content that we've been putting out. May I see your invite, sir? This you mean? Huzzah! My apologies, sir. This is merely a precaution in order to secure the safety of our lovely guest here. Don't worry about it. I understand. Haha. Yes, I'm supposed to be barging into people's rooms like this. Hey, how you doing? Well, this is supposed to be the latest airship from Rainford. Ho ho, it's certainly comfortable enough to be. I'll have to try and travel on it again whenever I can. It's supposed to be incredibly expensive to get into the air. I'll just steal some of your stuff, thank you very much. I'll come back to check the message in a bit. The Dead Space reactions, hell yeah. Oh, that reminds me. I should probably record the Callisto Protocol tomorrow. Hopefully have that up before the next episode releases publicly. So yeah, look forward to that. Nico finished third in 27 episodes. Okay. So it's not too long. I can't actually remember how many episodes the first and second game were. But I don't think that would be too long for us. Hope you like it. Maybe the video. From what I've heard of Callisto Protocol, we'll have to see. Even the furnishings in these rooms all seem to be of the highest class. I have to say, I'm impressed. Good for you, elderly lady. Thanks for the tear bomb. The treasure chest reveals itself to be a crafty mimic and licks your unsuspecting hand. Better break out the disinfectant. Do mimics usually just do that? I'm pretty sure they do more than just lick my hand. Oh. Please refrain from talking loudly when within this room. Yeah. Hee, this ship does have a fine collection of books. I wonder which I should read first. Chapters are of Carnelia. Do we want to be reading this? Wait, wasn't Cornelia the book from the first game? Yeah. This is the Lusitania's library. I hope you will enjoy your time relaxing here. I mean, if Chad wants me to read the books, I can. But I don't know if those are necessary. Or they actually add to the lore. They probably do. I just can't seem to relax on board this ship. Everything is just so fancy and luxurious. It's all too much for an old man like me. They'll be available later. Roger that, Wasabi. Managed to find some durian at an international market? Heck yeah. Did you enjoy it? I know a lot of people can't stand to eat it, but I swear that's like some of the best fruit I've ever had in my life. Granted, I sort of have the advantage of not being able to smell, so that might factor into it, but, you know. I want other people to experience the durian. I want a fancy library like this so I can print out all my AO3 smut. Now that is a worthy life goal, Arthur. I hope that comes true for you someday. There are rumors the cause was a new weapon developed by Liberal's army, though. That sounds most serious to me. Although, it's hard to be sure since the government issued a ban on talking about the whole thing after the fact. And without any official announcements on the matter, all we're left with is hearsay. The whole orbital shutdown? You're talking about when they couldn't use orbits all of a sudden along the southern edge of Erebonia. I heard that even the trains and international flights in that region had to be stopped on account of it. I haven't had a clue what caused it all, though. I can't imagine it was anything that serious, at least. So yeah, this is after the events of the second game. Southeast Asian requirement to be able to eat it? Exactly. Tinkerland gets it. Pretty creamy and smooth, like it, but the smell can be too much for me to have one at home. Yeah, especially if you're staying at like a rental or a hotel, you probably can't bring it there. It just bothers everybody else. But when you can have it, heavenly. Really good, really good. Oh, please excuse me. I assume you must be an invited guest? The party is being held in the room at the end of the corridor if you're having difficulties finding the way. Thank you, miss. Don't just randomly wander into a room. EP charge. Remember, there is but one truth. Love is eternal. I disagree with this message. The only thing that is eternal is doom. Hello. Are you taking a walk around the ship, sir? If so, might I suggest following the stairs ahead and stepping out onto the main deck? I find gazing up at the stars while enjoying the night breeze an especially relaxing way to pass the time. Cool. A super nerf, no nose, essentially. In some ways it's good, with like the durian example. In other ways not so much, like if something's burning, how am I supposed to know? I need to hear an alarm go off or actually see the damn thing burning. Olivia wrote that message? Of course you would. And you are indeed eternal, Argoth. We've already proven this. Scientifically. Are you an invited guest, perchance? If you are, we would be happy to treat you as an official member of this club. So please do enjoy yourself and make use of the facilities on offer. Why do people keep saying, like, am I an invited guest? Shouldn't there only be invited guests on the ship? I guess the party over in the room at the end of the hall must be in full swing right about now. Just you watch. One day I'll be rich and famous enough to go to fancy smanchy parties too. Okay, no, never mind. I guess the ship is big enough to hold like a ton of passengers who are simply being transported elsewhere, whereas the party is being held here and for a specific exclusive group. Shuffle, shuffle. Oh, hello there. Would you be interested in a quick game? No. You played rather well yourself. Well, what do you say to another game? I'm up for another. Well, that was a well-earned victory on your part. It's easy to tell that you're a real veteran when it comes to card games. Yep. I played the original Shadowverse over 2,400 hours. And a whole lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! On multiple different accounts. Probably over another 1,000 hours. I would say I'm quite familiar with card games. Except for the fact that I don't even know how to play blackjack or poker. Oh, man. We did play some Pazak. Pazak was okay. This club is part of the Alicia chain of high-class clubs, which has its main branch in the capital. Alicia chain? Isn't Queen Alicia the name of the queen for liberal? But I guess the name doesn't necessarily mean that it's tied to her. Or the Valkyria Chronicles Alicia that we know. I love Pazak. Well, good for you, Arthur. I think Pazak is fun. Except when the computer obviously cheats. That's when it's not fun. You would expect its employees to be trained to the highest caliber, and you would be right. Speaking of the highest caliber, perhaps I ought to sample some of the wine now. Go for it. Hope you are enjoying yourself. Indeed. Talking to people is fun, I think. Alright, it's time for me to make my wager. I'll put 300,000 Mira on red 21. A sharp choice. Is there any strategy to this one? Isn't this the one where you basically just put a ball in the spinny wheel, and then you spin the ball around? Wherever the ball lands, you win, depending on the bet that you made. The more specific the bet, the more you win. That's, I don't know how you would game that. I guess that's why it's called gambling. Spending money is all about having fun, you know. Whether you win or lose is a trivial detail. You need only to focus on enjoying the act of spending. This is the justification every gotcha game whale gives to themselves. Yeah. I spent $600 for Farina. I completely ruined my marriage, but it was worth it. Telekinesis helps? Hell yeah! Magneto would be a baller at this game. Magneto? Is his metal controlling powers telekinesis? Would that qualify? Would that even work? I don't know, get Professor X in here. Just make him mind control the guy. Have him spin in a certain way. Dream of Largo tending his veggie garden. You still remember Largo? How long was it when we played Valkyria Chronicles, man? Largo and his vegetables will forever remain a meme. It's kind of insane. This is all thanks to you, Arthur. Xavier? Yeah. My bad, guys, my bad. We'll learn about the Marvel lore very soon. Probably after we finish Plasma or something like that. Ferrokinesis? Depend on if the ball is metal. Yeah, gotcha. I didn't know there was such a thing as ferrokinesis. I'm assuming that's simply referring to, like, metal? Anything metal? People who obsess over winning above all else are base fools who have no right to be here. Yeah. Come on, black! It's gotta be black this time! It's been red 5 times now! This next one has to be black! Surely! Please do enjoy your time here. Still, do try not to get absorbed into your games. Everything is best enjoyed in moderation. Is it Black? Black 11? No. I think that guy's gonna lose his money, unfortunately. Oh. A father and his son. What's happening here? Listen, son. I spent what little money we have just to get you on the ship today. This is the life rich people in our country lead. Burn this sight into your memory and never forget it. I'm counting on you to make your way into this world when you're older and make life easy for me. Ooh. Man. People can be funny sometimes. Only sometimes, though. If I was the kid, I wouldn't really find this all that funny. But, it's even funnier because there are people like this out there. And I know some of them.
So you want me to grow up to become a soldier and get famous and rich, right? If that lets me spend time on neat ships like this, sure. This is so cool.
I don't think the kid gets it. He's got the spirit. Go, kid, but live your life. Please don't make decisions based on what your father wants from you. Oh, bad.
Fresh pine. Pine, fresh.
We need to talk. Bro, when you open up your messaging application of choice, and that's what you see from your significant other, it's so Jover. There ain't any coming back from that.
Hey, I kind of found an invitation to that costume party that's going on right now. What should I do with it?
You idiot! What'd you pick it up for? Those are only for the super rich people in the first class rooms, not the likes of us.
But still.
Well, you could sneak on into the party or something. I don't know. Whoops, wrong way. I wanted to explore. Alright. Oh, might I ask what business you have in this area? If you're looking for the observation deck, you can reach it through those doors over there. If you're looking for the area where the party is being held, however, you will need to head down the stairs. Thank you. Who are you? Nielsen. Is this a character or a named NPC? Probably named NPC. So this is that new passenger airship model I've heard so much about. Can't say I'm familiar with the sound of its engines anyway. I assume they must be a new model too. Could this man be blind? Ah, like actually blind. Wait a minute. Intriguing. Nielsen. Oh. Wow. Would you look at that? You could just like jump off. And that would very likely be the end of you. Oh! Wait, Alden! Lusitania, why are you so beautiful? I too wish your top speed was a little faster than 1,000 ARG per hour, I'm gonna assume APH. But nothing can beat you when it comes to sheer size or capacity. Oh god. Why am I imagining this like a comparison to him describing a beautiful woman? I'm not gonna say what I was thinking. It's bad. Fitting a whole 1,000 people on board isn't something any other airship can boast. No! Oh god, mine, stop. Stop it. I'm moving on. Thanks for saying your piece, Alden. Alright, what's going on here? Ooh. I'm sorry for calling you out here out of nowhere like this. But I so wanted to meet with you.
But then you came all the way on the ship just for that? You do know what will happen if my father finds out, don't you? Oh my. The drama.
I know he doesn't approve of me because of my social standing, but I must beg that you let me overstretch myself and act the part of a bigger man today. At least for as long as I have this mask on. Oh my.
I'm so grateful I was able to see you today like this. Truly I am, but if Father were to find out...
Okay, yeah, no. That's all the deets that we're gonna get for today. You're not fast, but at least you're big. I don't recommend that as a pickup line. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it either. I don't think any man has ever landed a girl with that pickup line. Not gonna lie. I've got no business this way. Better get back to work. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Just in case. Can't go through any of here. What about the door here? Ah, no, he comes over to stop us. May I help you, sir? Oh, no, sorry. No, indeed. I should go down here. Okay. It might be time to fight our way through these two men in black. Hi. Stop right there, criminal scum! The staircase leads to Sir Conrad's private room. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave. I figured you'd say something like that. Sorry though, this isn't gonna be your lucky day. Hiya! What? What are you doing? Yeah! Ugh! I'm dead. Looks like I'm dealing with a bunch of Jaeger dropouts. You don't seem that well trained either. This'll be cake. Heh, I sure wish every job I had was this easy. Oh my. How luxurious. Wow, talk about pointlessly fancy. Alright, now where's he hidden it? Where has he hidden the deeds? Oh, I found it! Not yet. I don't want to randomly go around pressing switches. Interesting. Switch implant. Worn corner of rug. What else? What other secrets have you been keeping from me? Switch behind desk. I feel like that seems like the obvious place, is it not? Switch underneath base? There's switches everywhere in this room, what the heck? Let's stand on this. What does that do? Well, would you look at that? Who wants to bet that's not the only one? Oh. Oh, okay. It's a thing of like... flip all the things. I thought it was gonna be like... You accidentally... Ah, no! It is! You gotta do them in the right order! Alright. Yo, what's up, hun? Welcome. Does that mean rug is the first one? What about desk? Alright. Vase? Alright, that's another one. Plant? It's either plant or couch. Oh, no! Hey! Ah, the one under the couch is just to reset it. Either that or it's a dummy. And here we go. Everything so far has been completely in line with what I expected, which means that... There's a paddle with buttons that have letters written on them. A password of some kind apparently must be entered. I wonder. Orpheus! Aha! I figured as much. Looks like my target this time is one of the toys our friends decide to spread around for fun. Wow. Hidden treasure! The Fool's Locket, huh? A forbidden artifact that lets the bearer pass all but the most obvious lies off as complete truth. That is really incredibly OP in the hands of a politician or CEO. Sigh. Really not the kind of thing a shady weapons dealer should have in his possession. Egats! Huh. How did we not expect this? What's going on here? What happened to the two who were on guard here? They were both fast asleep. Seemed like whoever did it used a dart or spray of some kind. You think we're dealing with someone in the same business as us? We better keep it locked inside here until the party's over. We can give our report to Master Conrad after. What do you think the odds are that he's not acting alone? Judging by the security camera footage, I don't think it's that high. That said, there's a definite chance he's got some form of backup that just hasn't acted yet. I'd say we're better off marking all invited guests for the time being. We don't want to let anyone slip through our sights. Did he just laugh at us? Something funny, punk? Oh no. I just thought I should probably apologize for underestimating you. I'd written you all off as untrained Jaeger dropouts. But maybe you've got more going for you than I was giving you credit for. You little... You got guts, I'll give you that. I got no idea how you came to be here, but you should know that Master Conrad is not a merciful man. Don't think you're gonna get out of this in one piece. You're in for such a world of pain, you'll wish you'd killed yourself while you had the chance. Well, doesn't that sound like a fun time? Sadly for you, I already got my next date lined up, so I won't be able to take you up on that. What the? Nani? Oh yeah, probably should have said this earlier. You really might want to step back from that door. Like, a lot. What just happened? No way! That door was designed to withstand a direct hit from an orbital cannon! Boy, you guys have no idea how hard it is to hold back with that one. I'm not a huge fan of using it, but I mean, you didn't give me much choice. Oh my god! The masked man was Kevin this entire time? Oh, what a revelation! Impossible! This is a joke, right? Oh, priest? Yeah, I'm legit in everything too. Hey, he's part of the legit Weebs! So if you're interested in making any confessions, I'd be happy to listen to them. Breaks are cheap as a limited time offer. And you guys would have a lot to confess. I'll lend an ear to him. Let's do this. Hiya! Aw, I was hoping for more of a, what? You charge people? Counter reaction? Oh well, I guess I don't mind cutting to the chase this time. Come get some! Oh my. The icons are a little bit different. Oh. Let me drink some water while appreciating the music. Okay. Let me also sit up in my chair. It's time to throw down. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. 12,000 HP for an ally. The power creep is real. You have Crest, clock up, very good. Drop down, Earth Lance. Starting off with Titanic Roar is kind of nutty. Help Gates. And Ascension. Creates a field that inhibits cognitive abilities. Seal 20%. What do you mean, seal 20%? It has a 1 in 5 chance of sealing? Is that good? Maybe it also just does damage normally too. I mean, never really used this ability. Like, it didn't do a whole lot of damage. So I never saw any point in using it. Right, we got Chain 3. Combo attack with a concealed blade and arrow. Your allies 2,500. Sacrifice arrow. Mortal punishment. Area M attacks foes at speed, then impales with spears from below. I think this is new. Yeah, and we have our Grail Spear, as per usual. Block 1 attack. Alright. Man in back. Man in back? He's in the front. Man in black. Blade. A mysterious assailant uses smoke grenades and body blows to impair foes' movements. Personally, I prefer Wesley Snipes. Man in black. Gun. An armed man dressed entirely in black fights using special bullets. Okay. Let's get rid of the lackeys in the back then. Try a regular physical attack. Damn! Bro's doing damage. I don't think we can lose this first fight. Kevin is very OP right now compared to these men in black. Get out of here. Ha! No! My defense! How dare you?
Take that!
Let me steal that Scepter. Why is Bro backing off? No! You suck. Take this. Regular attack. Oh, come on. Well,
Take that!
it matters not.
All right, what's next?
We start at level 90? Hell yeah. I'll take it. Unless if there's gonna be some sort of event that, like, sucks away Kevin's level. Goes all the way back to level 1. Sad, bro. Although this is the 3rd game, so they probably wouldn't do that. He's a Grail Knight? Heard rumors about them, but damn! And curious as I am, I'm probably better off not asking about what kind of rumors you've heard. Don't worry though, I'm only here for your client. So you go on ahead and have a nice long nap on the floor, okay? You'll still live to see tomorrow. What kind of monster? Okay, I got what I came for. Now to get back to the party and wrap this job up. Sucks I have to go without taking that lady up on her offer, though. Damn! Kevin got game! But he can never accept that. He can never accept the approaches. This is so sad. She was looking pretty darn fine, and it was obvious her husband wasn't giving her enough squeeze. Then again, I shouldn't go play with fire too much, huh? Hey. Oh, Kevin's great. He's my kind of guy. Let's get out of here, Kevin. You gotta survive this and go meet a hot nun or something. Nunny? More of you? Alright.
Take that!
Back to the basic attacks for now. Build up as much CP as possible for whatever we may need in the future. Plus the fact I can just use my CP to heal myself later on anyways.
Alright, what's next?
Or I don't know, I could use some of my items too. What do I currently have actually? None of my inventory carried over. What my orbman set up? Oh, nice. We start off with information. I didn't realize it, but yeah, we were reading their abilities and descriptions and stuff like that. What the heck, Kevin? What is that splash art? Bro got an upgrade. You actually look competent now. Not that you looked incompetent before, but more competent-er? I don't think that's a word. Alright, well, yeah, use the tier bomb. Decent caster setup. That's what it do be looking like. He's him? MC now? Hell yeah. No one's gonna forget him, right? Definitely not. Especially not the company. Steel Cougar. Oh my. I was approached by a cougar earlier, but I had to turn down their advances. Same with you guys, unfortunately. Armored combat monster. Very nimble, cuts prey to pieces. You might be a little bit stronger than the goons. Not too much, though. You'll take 3 hits. You do deal a lot more damage, though. So, like, what if I spent a little bit of my EP? That wouldn't be too bad, right? Unfortunately, they do move around a lot, and my casting time is, yeah, it's not gonna work out unless I'm doing single target. Let's actually see how much, like, ooh, that's 40 EP. I'll try it, though. How much is an Earthlance gonna do? Ooh! Ow! It does a lot. Yeah, that hurts. For them, that is. What about a regular stone hammer? Okay, yeah, like 500 more than a regular attack. Or 400, I think, yeah. Not too shabby. Ooh, perfect.
All right, what's next?
Damage specialty single target earth spell. Earth Lance. Yeah. I'm probably just still thinking of our Father Kevin from the previous game used as support, so I didn't expect him to do a whole lot. What's going on here? We're not gonna crash, are we? You wouldn't follow the arrow on me, would you, Lusitania? Poor guy missed his chance to run away. There's something familiar about him. But well, I'd best leave him alone. We're gonna see you later, my dude. You'll definitely survive, don't worry. The named NPCs can't perish. It's a written rule. You know, I might as well just start using some items now. given the fact that we had so many of them by the end of the last game. So many that we never got to even touch. Okay. Would it be worth it to completely, like, delete one of you guys right here, right now? I'm pretty sure this would... This would get Blade very low, actually. No, that's fine. We're gonna have to get some EP cutting items, orbits in here. Yep. Yep, it does. Right. Nice. I'll save that for the inevitable boss fight that is most certainly incoming here in a second.
All right, what's next?
Okay. Tier's gonna do... Oh, I didn't even notice. Didn't Tier in the previous games heal you for like 1000 HP? Now it's 2500. Titanic Roar would do away with the whole gang at once. I think so. But like, how much does Titanic Roar cost? 70? It's only 30 more EP. So I suppose that would have been a better option, yeah. Okay. 200 in FC, 1000 in SC. All gets buffed. I'm assuming that's gonna be a trend for all the sequel games, up until we find like new party members. Or maybe depending on the point in the timeline, like technology just gets better, so the numbers just keep on going up. We'll have to see how it goes. Actually, speaking of, let's try it out. Titanic Roar! Try and stop me if you can. Woo! Alright.
Take that! All right, what's next?
We're at half, but we're also very close to leveling up. An earthquake on an airship? I didn't even think about the logistics of that. Hey, it worked out. I'll take it. If you want to see really mad readers, write an RPG and then make the numbers go down. Hey, sometimes you can't always be improving. There you are. On the name of the Northern Jaegers, we won't let you go any further. You really are an active Jaeger Corps. And a pretty famous one to boot. Still, I get stuff's rough going for your country and all, but I couldn't ask you to just, I don't know, step aside. How dare you! What do you know about the hardships endured by our people? We won't allow ourselves to be shamed with defeat here. Not as long as we suffer! Yeah, should have known. Okay then. Then I'll come at you with all I've got. Oh my. Titanic Roar. We'll use an EP item after this one, probably. Before we go through the last set of doors. I might be able to get away with a stone impact here. We shall see. Oh yeah. Yes, indeed I can. Very good.
Still a ways to go.
Got a ways to go, boy. Never mind, level up. Nice. Oh, they calculated that 100% actually. What is all this commotion? We believe there to be an intruder, sir. And a competent one at that. An intruder? And just what do you think I paid good Mira to hire you for? I don't care if he's alive or full of holes. Get rid of him! Oh, getting me dead or alive is too much to ask of those guys. Will the Dead or Alive fighting game be revived in 2025? Probably not, but we can hope. Who the hell are you? Wait, priest? No. Yeah, I figured with something like this in your possession, you would at least have heard of us. How dare you! Give that back! That's mine! Wrong answer. This belongs to the goddess, and it needs to be rightfully returned to her. It's not something mere mortals like you should be keeping for themselves. Kill him! Kill him and get me back my locket! Now! Later. Ugh. Herman Conrad. In accordance with the laws of the church and in the name of Idios, I'm placing you under arrest. You stand charged with the unauthorized possession of and illegal use of an artifact. Don't you think you can get away with this? You might be with the church, but I'm a Rhineford director. If you lay a hand on me... Oh, don't you worry. We cleared this with the big guys already. I'm sure you've got a pretty good idea of just how recklessly you've been acting with this thing, right? You've been causing a whole lot of trouble for a whole lot of people, you know. Nani? I have? Guys like you have a habit of making themselves no shortage of enemies, and you've done a stellar job at that. So just accept that your luck's run out and come quietly, okay? No. Oh, is he gonna jump? No! Ugh! You just couldn't make this easy for me, could ya? So much for this being a piece of cake. Catching guys like this alive is more like trying to sneak off with the whole damn thing. Stop right there, criminal scum! Aw, you pulled out all the stops just for little old me? Now I get why you guys are so popular. That's some quick work getting all dolled up and ready to take me down. Silence! You might have had your way before, but that's not how it's gonna go this time. And just so you know, there's an entire company of us on this ship. Even if you have a hostage you could use against us, you've got nowhere to run. Huh. We're all lucky boys and girls today, huh? Nani? What are you talking about? If this idiot here had been branded a heretic, I would have had to hunt each and every one of you down to the last member. What? What's up with this guy? Well, don't let it get to you. Keep up the good work for your homeland or whatever. Just don't go giving us any reason to slaughter you in the process. Oh shit, no, we're going out the window. Huzzah! Perfectly timed. How did we know? Bro just has that instinct. Kevin's got that dog in him. Oh man. The best thing about this conversation is that Kevin has a lying artifact in his pocket, so we don't know if any of this is actually true. Oh yeah, you're right. He can lie about anything, and it'll be made true, or the people hearing it will be convinced that it's true, right? Impossible. Those growls, Ritter, are monsters. I don't even know how to pronounce their names. God, that's how monstrous they are. Oh, and this one. Haha, that was quite a splendid show. But our tale is only just beginning, Kevin Graham. Obvious evil man. After all, I have only just awoken. Intro cutscene? Yep. Alright, if this gets cut, I'm sorry. I tried to fight for you guys, but this is all I can do. He said to the universe that he had perfectly calculated the timing while he has that artifact, so the universe obliged. Oh my. Now that is incredibly OP. You should keep that artifact, but I guess the church wouldn't allow him to use it. They only allow... Oh! Hot Nun? Hello! I don't think you're the one from the stories though, right? You don't really seem the type. And are we going to just be in a different country already in the third game? Will we be primarily sticking to Erebania? Okay. Big ship. Oh no. Evil guy. Or girl, you never know. Hey! Oh! Hey, there's Ren too. Oh. Everything's going by so fast. Who's the purple-haired lady? And you, Campanella. Back at it again. Carnelia had red eyes. Ah, yeah, that's right. Fun opening. And this is very much like anime OP. Even more so than the other games. Look at that. That's a beautiful trail in the sky. Septian Church, Rouse-Ritter, operated special ops airship, 05. There you go. I instinctively want to say writer for some reason. Definitely a lot of familiar faces. Some with slightly changed designs, because we're a little bit older now. Interested to see how Ren fits into the story. Maybe her redemption arc starts here. Squire Caesar. Congratulations on completing your operation, sir. My thoughts exactly. That seemed to be a rather easy one for you in the end, too. Taking bets on whether this cutscene will overrun Zero's normal runtime? Uh-oh. This one cutscene? For more than 45 minutes? Impossible. Right? Compared to what they're usually like, it was. If I'd had a bit more time, I could have enjoyed some private time with a real gem of a woman, too. But I'll have to settle for crying myself to sleep tonight. Not this again. Unless you want another earful from the commander, you might want to start taking your work more seriously. I know. Lighten up a little, yeah? I swear. I'll never get how you hard-headed types ended up assigned to a slacker like me. This may come as a shock, but you are a Dominion, you know. We can't very well have you acting alone without any form of backup. As long as you're here and this ship is under your command, and slacker or not, we're here too. Even then, you've got a lot less squires in your service than you should have. Maybe you should take this chance to gather up a few more. I think I'm gonna have to pass. That'll just make it even harder for me to work on my own. I thought you'd say that. We'd prefer it if you would actually trust us to help you a little more, sir. I mean, all we could do in that salt pail operation was transport the thing. The salt pail? Which was the weapon that we used on Weissman at the end of the second game? You say that as if transporting it isn't a huge responsibility in itself. After all, the last thing we wanted was him catching wind of it and becoming wary of us. Is something wrong? Oh, not a thing. Anyway, as per the original plan, we need to get ourselves back to Arteria ASAP. We should be able to reach there by noon tomorrow. Or today now, I guess. Got it. Where is it from? Arteria, apparently. It's a call from Commander Cellnate. Oh, you're kidding me! God damn it! Getting a call from her right after a mission is always a bad, bad sign. Let's get this over with. Put her through. Alright. Is this the pink-haired chick that we see in the LP? I don't think we've ever seen your commander. Oh my! Hi. Please do order me around. Oh. Evening, Kevin. It sounds like you did well. Fill me in on the details. It basically went without issue. The artifact was the Fool's Locket. There were signs of society involvement, but it looks like they've cut any ties with him a long time ago. I see. As I thought then. Good work all around. I'd say you deserve a well-earned rest, but unfortunately, I can't grant you one right now. Also, isn't this the last name of the Cornelia chick? Cornelia Cellnate? I recall reading the book and thinking that was a very weird last name, but as Pon pointed out, yeah, she does have the red eyes. I didn't see them at first. I thought they were black, but looking closer at my screen, they do have a red tinge to them. And here we go. Is something the matter? Oh, I'm just dandy. Please continue. Cellnate, head of the Grouse Ritter, and Dominion number 1. Nice. Ein Cellnate was her proper. Ein Cell. There it is. Yeah. I can recognize that. It just takes me a little while to remember where exactly I saw that. Well then, as much as I hate to spring this on you immediately after finishing one mission, I've got something I'd like you to do for me. Regarding a heretic, I assume? Not this time. All I want you to do is pick something up. This woman telling you to pick something up, it's probably not going to be a normal thing, and it will likely send you into a year-long journey in order to obtain the goddamn thing. I can already feel it. The object in question is currently being held underneath Gransel Cathedral. Gransel? You think this object may be somehow related to the Aureole? It's a distinct possibility. Can I count on you to handle this? Alright. That said, we already got one artifact on the ship that needs transporting back. So, I'll let the crew here take that to Arteria. I'll handle going to Liberal on my own. No, it's back to Liberal for now. We'll have to wait till the next game before we get anywhere new. Maybe. That's fine with me. Oh, incidentally, you won't actually be alone. I've dispatched a rookie squire to aid you. The nun? They'll be serving you from now on, so do play nice, won't you? Wait a minute. Wait just 1 minute. You can't just spring a rookie on me out of nowhere like this. Meetings ordained by the goddess always come suddenly and unannounced. Don't worry, though. They won't be a burden. The abilities they demonstrated during training were truly something special. Well, I will be praying for your success. Gulp. Wait, what is that sound? Well, congratulations on the new recruit. We were only just saying you could do with more squires serving you. And I was so not down. I can't believe this. She never changes, I swear. No. If all the people reading that book had any idea what a hellion she is in real life, yeah, there you go. Just in case. Oh, Cornelia? I've always wondered whether publishing it was really such a good idea, to be honest. It's a complete advertisement saying we exist to the world. If anything, I'd say a book that wild just serves to make people less likely to believe we really exist. And then the heroine died in it, which obviously is a big fat lie. If they'd actually met her, they'd know she's the kind of woman who could probably take a bullet to the head and ask for a cigarette first thing. She sounds like the kind of woman that would fit right into Black Lagoon. I think we should probably refrain from commenting here. Anyway, you guys heard her. I'm gonna leave taking care of everything else relating to our mission to you guys. Just follow the money trail. There might still be hidden accounts we don't know about. Understood, sir. What will you be doing from here? We'll need to return to Arteria, obviously, but we can drop you off somewhere. You can put me down in any old state we pass on the way there. Preferably near a town that has international flights going out of it, I guess. Got it. Nani? Oh god, ah! My eyes! It looks like the sun started coming up. Is that the sun? Ah! Ah, look away! I'm blinded by its brilliance. This gosh darn radiant dawn. The Grouse Ritter. The dawn of a new age. And the beginning of a new game. Midwestern Zemuria, roughly 500 Salgi from Liberal. I wonder if all of the areas outside of Liberal are just gotta be up in the sky. That way we get to reuse some assets. And not have to make any new ones. Or not too many of them, anyways. You know what? True pun. But if they did theoretically take a bullet, they could probably survive it. Aw, they gone out of sight now. I wonder if they're busy migrating. It looks like they can't keep up with the ship though. Guess not every bird can be as fast as Sieg. But they were just the cutest. Oh, look who it is. Who's this? Hey! It's me. I know you. It really is you. Long time no see, Dorothy. I sure wasn't expecting to run into you here. What a coincidence, huh? It really is. It's good to see you again, too. What was your name again? Dorothy's just a representation of Falcom. We've all already forgotten about Father Kevin. You know, it'd be really funny if this just becomes a running gag in the series. Nobody knows who this man is. Father... Most of the other nations use other forms of transport, and even when they use airships, they all have different designs. Ah, I see. Wasn't Erebonia that said they had like really good trains? And just like a really good railway system? I recall characters speaking about that at some point during the first or second game. But it was mostly Liberal who was able to pioneer the airships and have like the best out of all of them. If the other countries even have many of them. Or actually no, that was like something that happened in the second chapter where we were sharing our technology with them in order to give them better airships and stuff like that. You don't remember my name, do you? Don't be silly, of course I do. It's, oh, I remember. It's Onion Graham. He does kind of look like an onion. Not gonna lie. I'm sorry, Kevin. The green hair, the green spiky hair doesn't really do a whole lot for you. At least in that regard. I wonder if the game title Trails of Cold Steel has anything to do with railways. I think you're reading into that too much, Pun. Obviously, it's the cold steel of the main character's blade. And the main character definitely is not Joshua. It's other Joshua. But seriously, they look kind of similar. If it's not Joshua, then it'll be really funny. But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a multi-purpose plant. That's not even a name, Dorothy. Come on. You really did forget, didn't you? And yet, you somehow managed to remember my last name like it was nothing. I was just being silly. A couple of days ago, I had this amazing onion hot pot over the eastern quarter in Calvard. So I've still got onions on the brain. I don't think that's healthy. I couldn't believe a hotspot with just onions in it could taste that good. A hotspot? What would a hotspot taste like? Someday we'll find out. But I swear it did. It was so comforting and sweet. So that's how I ended up saying onion instead of your name. Well, whatever. So if you insist you haven't forgotten, what is my name then? I do insist. I never forget. It's lovely to see you again, Jasmine Graham. But of course, how lucky I am to have been named after such a fragrant plant. That might be an actual name this time, but it's a woman's name. God damn it. Damn you, Dorothy. Why did we have this whole comedic bit? Have we been practicing this with Dorothy before coming up to the top of the ship? Oh, I see. So you're here to carry out a follow-up investigation on all that trouble that happened earlier in the year? That's about the gist, yeah. Come to think of it, how did you end up on an international liner like this? You said you were in the Eastern Quarter, right? Were you there to write about it for the Liberal News? Yep. Niall actually let me go on my own this time, too. Wow, that was daring of him. I'm not sure I'd want to let you handle traveling abroad for a report alone. Then again, it's only by taking on positions of responsibility that people can properly grow. Oh, I'm doing plenty of that. I mean, I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvard instead of Boss Market, but I managed just fine. I wasn't sure what I'd do when I ended up in Calvard instead of Boss Market. We took a wrong turn. A couple of wrong turns somewhere. Wait a second. Well, hold up a minute. Who let this girl cook? Niall told you to go to Boss, not Calvard? He sure did. But then I got on the airship, fell asleep, and before I knew it, I was chilling out in Calvard's capital. Oh. Weird, huh? Weird. It sounds like you got on the wrong airship to me. Let my brain catch up. So you were in the Republic for literally days, when you weren't even supposed to be there at all? Did you even have enough money to manage? Or, adios, help us, a passport?
Well, fortunately, there was someone from the Liberalian embassy at the airport who could issue me a temporary passport, so that was okay. And then tons of people were really nice to me and helped while I was there, so I had all the dough a girl could ask for. What? What the hell?
I don't even know where to start. Oh, must be worried sick about you, huh?
You think? He didn't sound so hot when I called yesterday to say I'd be coming back to the office today. I keep telling him that all that smoking is bad for him, but he never listens.
I don't think you can pin the crime on tobacco this time, Missy. Man. Dorothy, like, Adios must be personally looking over Dorothy or something. This girl should be dead. Like, she should be dead by now. Let's just make this clear. I think there were several times when she went out on her own in order to get like a good shot, and then like got surrounded by monsters and things like that. Like, that could have happened at any point in time. And yet she's still here. Somehow. It's a goddamn miracle. Actually, we should probably check if that camera is some sort of artifact or something. It could be the cause. Thank you all for taking this journey aboard the Gretna today. We will be arriving at our terminal, Grand Soul City, in roughly 30 minutes. We ask that you take this chance to check that you have all of your belongings with you and to return to your seats before we begin our landing. Until then, please enjoy the remainder of your flight. Sounds like we're almost there. I'm gonna have a walk around the ship to kill some of the last half hour. How about you?
I'm not sure. I suppose I might as well go and snap some more photos. It's not often I get to take an international liner like this.
Sounds like a plan. See you later then.
Later.
And there she goes. If Idios loves her half as much as I do, she's safe for life. Well, let's hope that's the case. She doesn't mean any ill will towards people. She's just living life. On the edge. Unknowingly, but she's still living it. My sister can be unbelievably stubborn sometimes. How am I supposed to enjoy sightseeing when she's being like this? God.
No, I'm not budging on this. We are going to Erd Royal Villa after Grand Soul Castle, and that is final. I can't believe you're actually considering just going around fishing, of all things.
I'm with the sister on this one. Screw your goddamn fishing trip.
Did you hear the announcement, sir? If not, we will soon be arriving in Grand Soul City. So it might be wise to check you have all of your belongings on your person while you still have time to look for anything that is missing.
I don't think I dropped anything, did I? I'm really not very good with heights. I mean, it's not phobia level or anything. I'm just really not very good with them. Honestly, same. Have you guys ever stood next to like a really high ledge and then you heard that teeny tiny little voice all the way at the very back of your head being like, I wonder what it would be like if you know, maybe. Oh god, you gotta suppress that part of you. You can't act upon every single thought that you have. But it's there. And I think there's this whole psychological thing with human beings. Several studies done on it. I forget the exact details, so I won't go into it here. It's actually quite interesting. It's just hard baked into our system. Phew, that was one amazing business discussion. I never thought I'd see the day when Mirana wouldn't have the upper hand in one, but it just happened. The world is full of surprises. Okay, well, at least I'm not alone. At least I'm not weird, right? Right, guys? My knees ache from seeing videos of mass climbing. I can feel that. You feel for the people doing all the crazy stuff and the adrenaline junkies out there. I personally don't enjoy watching those type of videos. Some people do. Like, they get a bit of adrenaline just from... Oh no! Okay. I think we should be reconnected. If the stream lags or if you guys fall behind and I don't respond in a timely manner, just refresh the stream. Call of the Void? I believe so, Trinum. I forget the details about it, but I think it was something like that. Rana was the NPC that was looking for trade deals in FC and SC all over Liberal. I recognized the name, but I couldn't properly place exactly where I'd heard that or like what our character was.
That bargainer really knew how to put up a good fight for someone so young. Still, I've got an excellent information dealer working for me too. So the next time we do business, it's going to be a 6-4 deal in my favor. No, scratch that. 7-3.
Mommy, can I go have a look outside? Can I?
No, you can't. Please sit down like a good girl. We're almost there now anyway, so just be quiet.
Damn! Probably should have taken a look earlier. I used to be a sailor back in the day, but now I always use airships to get around. Way faster than boats for one thing. And unlike orbital buses, you don't end up with a sore ass after a long journey either. How convenient. Oh. My wife went back to her family's home. I mean, I'm as aware as anyone that I've been so busy with work lately that I haven't been able to spend any time with her, but if I'd known it was going to come to this, I would have sat down and talked to her about it a long time ago. What the? Just randomly? We have this poor guy going through a divorce? No!
Whee! Being out here feels amazing!
Does the kid realize his mom is gone? Well, I mean, she's not gone permanently, but... My dude, you gotta go talk to her.
The two of us have spent the past half a year traveling all around the continent. I couldn't have wished for a better honeymoon.
Oh, it's you guys.
I'm so glad I chose him to spend my life with.
I'm glad to see that you guys are still alive and so happy. We're finally back home in Liberal, which means it's time to start thinking of getting a house for ourselves.
What kind of house would you like? I can't believe he's already thinking of finding a place for us to live. But that does sound like the perfect place to start a lovely, happy family.
I think we'd probably be best going for somewhere that feels warm and homey, even if it's not that big. Something like a house on a hill near a forest. What do you think? What is the real estate situation in Liberal? How are the land prices currently? This I need to know. What are the deep economics of this game? Don't go getting yourself too worked up now, man. You'll just end up screwing up even more like usual. You're an active volcano? Warm and toasty? That sounds like a good plan. Unless, of course, if the weather in Liberal is already pretty warm, then no, definitely not. Anyway, first thing is stopping by the central factory in Zeiss. No better place to learn about cutting-edge orbital tech than there. I'm gonna really have to make the most of it. Really? Yeah, go for it. The cleaning staff for these airships really do a splendid job, don't they? They're a fine role model for the rest of the service industry. I'm off to see my grandchild in Gransel. We haven't seen one another in 3 years now. I've been really worried, what with all the trouble that's been happening in the role. Is that a unique character?
Yes, I'm finally almost in Liberal. Why did I come, you ask? Because it's the last spot that ancient dragon was sighted. There's no information on where it went after it showed up here, so if I want to try and pursue it, this is the best place for me to come. As soon as we land, I need to go and talk to Lyndon to see if he knows anything.
Was it Lyndon? I know that there was an NPC who was pretty crazed about trying to sight the ancient dragon. We talked to him outside the boss market, I think. After the dragon had landed on top of it, of course. But I don't think I've seen other NPCs with that particular model, so that might be unique. We shall see that one again. I don't even want to be here right now. Why do I even have to go out of my way to see him anyway? It's not fair! I don't know. Whatever relationship troubles you're going through, I hope they get resolved soon. This place is very laggy. Alright, the orbital pressure looks perfectly normal. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna have to ask you not to come down here, sir. My bad. It is lag central down here, that's for sure. We're out. Oh, there's Dorothy. Why do you want to know what I wanted to be as a child to begin with? That's not really something you normally tell complete strangers with cameras in their hands, you know?
I'm on to you, mister. You can't distract me. This is a serious news report here, so please answer my questions.
She sure is making good use of those reporters' privileges. Who knew you'd be so persistent? How can I get out of this? I can't tell her a tough guy like me used to want to be a pastry chef. There's nothing wrong with being a pastry chef, my guy. That sounds like a fine job. A pretty difficult one if you're opening your own bakery, though, but yeah. Third is really laggy in general. It should run on a potato. I don't know what the technical details are going on. What's going on in the background, but I'm gonna assume it's just not well optimized. Because, like, imagine playing this game with a 4070 Ti Super and lagging. Yeah, either that or just compatibility issues in drivers somewhere. Who knows? We're approaching the Beacon Range. Be careful of potential air turbulence in this area. I know. I've been doing this route for 3 years now. I know what I'm doing, man. Heading west-northwest. Yahoo! Is that an actual call?
This is a passenger announcement. We'll soon be arriving in Gransel City, the terminus of this liner. We suggest that all passengers return to their seats as soon as possible, as the airship may be unsteady during landing.
Oh yeah, 100% Puck. Imagine being a guy who's either really good at baking or really good at cooking. I think that's like an instant in.
It's so lovely to be back here again. The Republic was a wonderful place too, but you can't beat the air here in Liberal.
You wouldn't believe all that stuff happened half a year ago looking at Gransel now? Either. Oh, half a year, okay. It's all completely back to normal. The people here sure are strong for what's usually such a peaceful country.
Well, it's a country ruled by a queen. Everyone knows women are tough in the face of adversity.
I'm not sure whether you're a perfect example of that or the opposite. Damn! Yeah, pretty much, Ticklin. If it doesn't impress the girl, it impresses the parents. Although, I have heard from certain people that dating, like, really good chefs who actually work in restaurants, can be pretty intense. Like, a lot of them are extreme perfectionists, so do with that what you will. But I think pastry chefs are usually pretty chill. I could be wrong, though. What are your current thoughts right now? We're still sort of setting up the story. We have been introduced to a masked villain. I don't know exactly how they're gonna play into the story. I'm gonna assume they might be tied to Ouroboros. Potentially same rank as Weissman. And he'll be trying to intervene with us getting to this artifact that our lady cellmate over there wants us to go and grab. Although I'm not really sure what this artifact is going to be. I guess we'll find out. Maybe you saw like a shot of it in the OP, but I just didn't notice. Hey, Wasabi, I see you. And I approve. You're right about the air here, though. It is nice. Nostalgic, almost. Makes me feel a little homesick.
Your home's in Arteria, right? The place with all the really big churches and stuff?
Oh, maybe we'll get to visit Arteria. Nah, I'm not actually from Arteria. Not many people are. It's actually pretty darn small, like, smaller than most states around the continent. It's where the high seat of the Septian Church is, so lots of pilgrims and clergymen gather there, but few are actually born there.
Oh, really? Huh. So, where are you from then?
Dorothy! Oh, that was too high of a voice for Niall.
Oh, Niall! I'm home. Did you miss me?
Did I miss you? Of course I miss you! What in Idios's name have you been doing? I sent you to Boss! How did you end up in Calvard? Bring me pictures of Spider-Man! We were definitely on the westbound liner, I'm sure of it.
I really don't know. Oh wait, I mean actually know.
Oh man. Also, another hour cutscenes. I'll drink some water. We're in it for the long run, baby. Imagine. I'll just change
Niall's voice to this. Go on then, spit it out.
Yeah, no. That does not fit him at all. Go on then, spit it out.
I bet I'm a sleepwalker. After I got on the right airship, I fell asleep and then sleepwalked onto the wrong one. To think that all of this could turn out to be part of some elaborate murder plot. Wow, wee! All of a sudden, I feel like I walked right into a mystery novel.
Sleepwalkers, don't change airships, you idiot! I'm all out of breath now. God, Niles, really gotta do more cardio.
Are you alright? I really do think you should cut down on your smoking. You're not as young as you used to be, you know?
Oh no, it's the smoking! Ah, no! What if we lose Niall to lung cancer? Ah! Oh god!
Oh, right. Your 30th birthday was last Friday too, wasn't it? Happy birthday! I bought a cake over in Calvard and had a big celebration for it too. What?
You bought a cake for Niall's birthday in Calvard, celebrated about it, and then ate it. Niall saw nothing of this. What kind of celebration is this? Oh man. It's like going to somebody's birthday party but buying a present for yourself. Oh man. Ours an estimate? On the lower side. Holy moly! I should have plenty of water with me, so we're good there. How is it that you can remember useless crap like that and not the things that actually matter? I bet you were just looking for an excuse to eat cake all by yourself, weren't you?
You should have seen it, Niall. It was made with Eastern matcha, so it was unlike any cake I'd ever seen. That perfect blend of sweetness and bitterness was just sublime. I took lots and lots of cute pictures of it, so I'll show them all later.
You got rough salt in the wounds. You brought me pictures of a cake? At least bring back a souvenir. Man. They always felt like they could go into business as a comedy duo and actually make money off it. But they're even more of a crack-up now. Wait a second. What do we have here? Nice to see you again, Niall. You're looking same old, though. Maybe you're not so happy about that. What are you doing here? Please tell me she didn't end up going to Arteria and causing trouble there, too. Your wish is my command. We just ran into one another on that airship by total coincidence. That's all. Oh, good. You had me worried for a minute. I was scared stiff she'd gone and smashed some super expensive stained glass windows in the cathedral there, or who knows what. I'm so sorry for what you had to put up with.
Pshaw, you're too much of a worry word.
Wait. I think it's more like a aww. But the beat. Pshaw! That sounds like something Chie would say. Whose fault do you think that is? Still, it's good to see you again, Father. What brings you to Liberal? Something else happening here? Just a bit of work-related business I gotta take care of. It's not part of a major investigation, so don't go getting your hopes up. Nothing of interest gonna happen. I'll be the judge of that. Anyway, so where are you staying for the time being? Ransel Cathedral? I'll just drop by and say hi sometime when I get the chance. Go for it. In the meantime, I'm dragging your butt right back to the office, Dorothy. You're gonna tell us all about what the hell you've been doing these past 2 weeks.
Hee, you betcha. I snapped photos of every meal I had while I was over in Calvard, so I'm sure if we develop them, I'll be able to remember everything.
I'm not talking about your gourmet report. Give me pictures of Spider-Man, goddammit!
Seeing these two together really makes it sink in that I'm back here. Thinking about it, I wonder how all the others here are doing. I know Estelle and Joshua are abroad at the moment, but I've got no idea what the others are up to.
Is that you, Father Graham? Who's this?
Oh! Lieutenant Colonel Sid!
What's up? It's good to see you again. I'm pleased to see you've been keeping well since we last met at that banquet. The same to you, sir.
I gotta say, I wasn't expecting you to come be the army representative who came to meet me, though. I figured it'd be Julia.
It may have been, but she's currently out on another mission, so unfortunately, you'll have to make do with me. I didn't have anything better to do, so I came in her place.
Imagine if Peter Parker really came back to JJJ with photos of cakes. But they're cakes of Spider-Man. There's just like a picture of Spider-Man on the cake or in the shape of Spider-Man. That would be perfect. Greatest gag ever.
There's no need to be so modest. Little Bird told me that you're gonna be promoted to full-on colonel soon, aren't you?
I shouldn't be surprised that your people have such good information network, but I still am. Still, I'm afraid I still feel the position is too much responsibility for me as I am. Brigadier General Bright still has plenty of work left in him too. I wouldn't want to take any of it from him. Poor Cassius is still getting worked to the bone, huh? Anyway, getting down to business. It's in Gransel Cathedral, right? That's correct. It's being kept underneath it, to be more specific. Although, I imagine you're already aware of that much. I hear laymen like myself can't even enter it without the knight's permission. Pretty much. It's a special place, you see. I'll fill you in on the details when we get there. Alright then. Well, we may as well head there right away. There's someone I want you to meet in the cathedral. Huh? Who? Oh. The nun, right. The rookie. Let's just say someone who's been assisting with this case. They'll be apprising you of the details on what you're dealing with here. Boss Market. No, it's not Boss Market. We are not in Boss. It's a word, Gransel. You guys remember where we were eating ice cream, and then the big bad of the game came to casually talk to us? I remember that. It is surprising that we are running into stuttering, even in these sections where in previous games it did not lag or have any performance issues. I wonder what changed. Roger that, Tinkerlin. Thanks for sticking around, and hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. They look exactly the same because of the low budget, so I can see how you're confused between Boss Market and Gransel's department store. I saw just the rooftop. And then I immediately thought Balls Market, yeah. You need to see the surrounding area. But then again, I also should have realized because we did landing grant still. Ah, there you are. Wait, who's this? Oh my god, she's actually here. Is that her? It's good to see you again, Archbishop. You look very well. Huh? And you must be... No. Who are you? New character. Okay. I don't think we've seen this girl in the cutscene, did we? Maybe in one of the flashes.
I wasn't expecting you to be quite this young. How old are you?
What? 22, but...
That's a lot younger than I expected. Are the Grouseford really so short-staffed that they're handing out their most important posts to kids? You can't blame me for assuming the Fifth Dominion would look like more of a veteran, can you? Your surprise is written all over your face. Someone in your position should have a much better poker face than that. Maybe you need to redo your training from scratch. Or are you just acting, I wonder?
Welcome back, Battle Clocker. You seen her in the credits of last game? The credits!
I do not remember.
Gosh darn it. Well, maybe we'll get some more info about her here in a second.
How do you...
Professor Russell,
Please. He isn't here for you to try and pick a fight with him. Please try and be a little less deliberately provocative.
Professor Russell? Huh?
Hell no. What is that face?
Does this expression rival smug
Estelle? He's here to steal the thing we went through so much effort to bring up, and you want me to play nice? And kindly don't call me that ever again. I don't want to be addressed in the same way as that old coot.
Of course, ma'am. Well, wait, Russell? Then are you...
I suppose I should introduce myself. I'm Erica Russell. I'm sure it's not a name you're going to be forgetting anytime soon.
Are you Professor Russell's daughter? Wait. Isn't Professor Russell Tita's grandfather? Is this Tita's mom? Wait, what? Or am I getting the family tree wrong? Is this who I think it is? It is? I have mixed feelings about this. But you know what? I'm just gonna do me, and I'm gonna say this is one of the greatest developments that has ever happened. She probably isn't gonna travel with us considering her position, so she's gonna be like in the background like Professor Russell was. But having her along for the journey is definitely a bonus. The more older women in here, the better. That's what I say. Still, I sure didn't expect to run into little Tita's mother here. Yeah, there you go. The game just spells it out for you. I heard about you and your husband were both living abroad. What brought you back?
What do you think? After all that went down here, there was no way I was staying out of the country any longer than I had to. Though, with how remote the region we were in is, it was all over by the time word reached us.
Also, were you the people that gave Tita her orbital laser cannon?
Had we found out sooner, I sure wouldn't have let that maniac pull half the crap he did.
Doesn't sound like you're too happy with the professor nowadays, huh?
Talk about an understatement. That whack job actually took my little girl to that floating city with him.
Ma'am! He saved our lives. Your daughter probably does some of the highest damage numbers in our party if you take the collective damage from our AoEs. So, I don't know what you're talking about.
I get that he's soft towards her, but that's no excuse for exposing her to danger.
That's fair.
And as if this isn't bad enough, he let that red-headed scumbag get near her too. That utter cretin isn't fit to be within 50 RG of my darling Tita. Never mind actually getting friendly with her.
The red-headed scumbag? So, you don't like agate, huh?
Don't you speak that filthy name in front of me ever again. Oh, when I'm finished with him, he'll wish he'd never been born.
God damn, Tita's mom is hardcore.
He might have survived that last onslaught, but we'll see how he fares against an even more powerful unit, won't we? I get the feeling this is a matter we're better off not prying into.
I thought the same, so I don't know any more about it than you do. Incidentally, the Professor Russell you're more familiar with is currently vacationing abroad. As such, she has been assisting us with this case in his place.
Oh, I see. Are you two listening to me?
Of course. Sorry.
Well, whatever. She's so sassy. This staircase sure is long, though. How much farther do we have to go?
Not much as far as I know. Man, the climb back up is gonna be a bitch. Yep, there we go. I mean, if this woman approached me, I'd be weak in the knees. A dead end?
I hope you've got a good explanation for this.
I do. This isn't a dead end. But to go any farther, I'm gonna need you to undertake a ritual of sorts for me.
Well, this certainly took a turn for the strange. Is this an example of the church's famous thaumaturgy?
Something like that, yes. Specifically, I would like you to undertake a form of suggestion. I'm not sure I follow.
You want us to promise not to tell anyone what we see here, right?
That's a little extreme, so no. The Colonel's obviously gonna need to report what happened here to his superiors for one thing. All he wants you to promise is that you won't tell anyone who you aren't certain you can trust. I don't need you to say it, I just need you to think and believe it.
Weird, but alright. If that's all you want us to do, so be it.
I feel the same way. Should we deliberately repeat it in our minds then? You don't even need to do that. It should just come completely naturally to you. Alright, here goes. In the name of she who dwells above, do I hold this consecrated septium. Space's golden glow. Consciousness, silver glow. By your opposing natures, reveal to them the path that leads to your sacrament. What? How did that door appear? Thank you both for your assistance. I could see that you were true to your word.
I see.
So if we just said it but didn't really mean it, we wouldn't be able to see anything, right? And yet I can hardly believe what happened. I imagine it would be uncouth of me to ask how all this works.
Yeah, I'd really rather you didn't.
Just, yeah, we don't have to explain our magic system. It's holy power. No need for explanation. Anyway, come on in. Imagine her with Japanese voice acting. I haven't heard any of the Japanese voice acting yet, but I'm sure it's also extremely well done. So, I think I'd enjoy it even more. Wow. Unbelievable. All these years, I had no idea that such a place lay hidden beneath Gransel Cathedral. Well, it's not exactly something we publicize. It was built in accordance with the agreements between the church and royal family. It has but one purpose: to suppress the power of ancient artifacts and keep their influence in check. I see. Its importance to your Grouse Ritter is quite clear then. To you, Grouse Ritter. I'd assume these are similar ones in places. I'd assume there are similar ones in places other than Liberal too. Well, I won't deny it. Anyway, we call this place a primal ground. Now, there is a deep name if I ever heard one. Is the original ground the others are based on in Arteria? I'll take that as a yes. I'm not confirming anything. I was just thinking about how much you take after the other professors. Professor Russell's is all. Thank you not to associate me with him. He might trump me a little in the theoretical side of things, but when it comes to the practical side of orbital science, I could beat him in my sleep. And I was the one who designed the fundamental systems of the Capel and the Arcel, you know. Really? Nice. That's all I can say? Nice. But I think we're getting off topic here. I see. I did see some guides for that on Steam for how to enable the Japanese voices, but those would also kind of interfere with me just reading them out. It would also probably increase the length of our playthrough, so I think I'll keep them off for now. This is the object in question, right? That's correct. It was pulled up 3 days ago from the area where the Liber Arc sank, and we believe it to be an artifact. 3 days prior, roughly at the center of Valeria Lake. Where the Liber Arc sank. Whole lot of salvaging to do. Damn. Sun going down already, huh? If this spot turns out to be a bust, we're probably gonna have to call it quits for today. We can only hope. Professor Russell is certain that this is the area where we should be looking. Yep, and if she says it's here, it's here. Unfortunately, as you know, Valeria Lake's almost as deep as a lake can get. Depending on how small the thing we're looking for is, actually finding it could still be a real task and a half. The music in this game it's just all been funky. Huh. I kinda like this. Is it likely to be small though? The overall reading suggested we're dealing with quite a large object, I believe. Oh, I wouldn't judge its size based off of those. Who's this now? Oh no, it's with the professor. Hey there, kiddo. Finished getting us a new estimated location? Just about. It'd be real swell if you knocked it off with a kiddo, though. I'm not sure it's the most appropriate way to address a married woman, much less one who's already popped out a child. Popped out a child? Damn. Huh. Sorry, but old habits die hard, you know. Hard to make the switch when I've been calling you that since you were about knee-high. Well, I'll let you off this time. Back to work. Can you ask your subordinates to stand down for the time being, Colonel? Is this the spot then? Were you able to calculate exactly where the object is? Give or take an Argay, yes.
Judging by the readings, what we're trying to pull up isn't all that big either. Probably about 50 reggae, maybe even less.
You serious? You serious? Oh, we'd be dealing with a real monster, not some the size of Antone.
Meow?
Still, if it does turn out to be an artifact, this could get problematic.
Unfortunately, the church isn't going to wait to let us keep it, that's for sure.
Isn't going to want to let us keep it, that's for sure.
I really can't stand them. No matter how hard you work to get your hands on something, the second it turns out to be an artifact, they swoop in like it's their goddess's given right to have it. It ticks me off.
Easy there. We don't know for sure that this is even an artifact yet. Regardless, I'll pass on the message to my subordinates right away. I'll leave the rest here to you, Gustav. You got it. Let's see what we're dealing with, yeah?
Okay, that's the spot. Go on ahead.
Yes, ma'am. Beginning the salvage operation.
That sound just fills me with dread.
Does the salvage crane sound like it's in poor condition to you?
Oh, that's not really what I meant. I just can't bring myself to like artifacts, you see. We can't explain how they have the power they do, but they have it, and it's not something we can ignore either. As a researcher, I can barely imagine anything more frustrating. Even when we can't help but be captivated by them, we're well aware that any attempt to solve their mysteries is pointless.
I see. When you put it that way, I can understand to a degree how you must feel. Half a year has passed since all the chaos came to an end, and on the surface, we're back to normal. But even now, we still don't know what truly happened here, or what it signified.
Yeah. Not that I was here to see it all happen, of course.
Crane's arm reached the bottom of the lake. Gonna attempt to grip the object. Swing and a miss. Moving 30 reggae to the right. Aha, there we go. Yep, we've got it. Want me to pull it up?
Please do. The moment of truth, huh?
Here we go.
Nani?
Oh my. It's glowing. And it's got sparkly bits coming out of it. I see. Still, looking at it.
Correct. There were orbal readings coming from the artifact when we found it, but not anymore. And I'm sure I don't need to spell out the significance of that, do I?
No, it's plain as day why you decide to stay and wait for me now. If an artifact has lost its power, it's exempt from the traditional agreements governing them and doesn't need to be given to the church. That it?
Hehe,
You already understand me so well.
we can cut right to the chase then.
The orbal readings disappeared just before we handed the artifact over to the cathedral, as it so happens. It's currently being looked after here, but the formal procedures to transfer ownership have yet to be completed, making its legal owner unclear. So, in your expert opinion, what should be done here? This is a tricky one. I'm assuming Liberal wants to assert ownership over it in this scenario, right? If anything, it's a professor here who wants to do that. I'm merely here accompanying her as a representative of the Royal Army. The only reason it's not lying at the bottom of Valeria Lake right now is because of ZCF's salvage efforts. I'd say we have every right to keep it personally. From what I've heard, it's completely impossible to analyze an artifact that's no longer active. I don't see how it'd be of any use to your research as things stand now. But you're sure you want it that badly? Oh, absolutely. We're talking about an object found at the site of where a massive flying city used to be. I might not have seen it happen, but it sounds like everything we thought we knew about the world was more or less proven wrong. You know, by the truth that you people in the church have kept hidden for the past, oh, I don't know, 1,000 years. As for that Ouroboros group, they don't make much more sense than you guys. The more I hear about their advances in technology, the less I can work out how it's even possible. I don't know what the truth is or what's really happening here in this land, but I can't stand by and feign disinterest in knowing the answers anymore, and I'm far from alone. So long as there's the slightest chance that artifact could shed light on all of what I want to know, I want it. I think you made your point, Professor. It's not as though interrogating him will achieve anything. True enough. Well, you've heard what I've got to say. It's now up to you to tell us what you're going to do. Will you hand over that lump of metal, or won't you? Well... That brief hesitation was all it took to spawn a great evil. Dunny? The rookie? Yep. Who is she? No way. It crawled through the fields, ran through the hills, and spread disaster in the skies above. An excerpt from the book of Ezer, verse 2. Disaster Unleashed. I apologize for the delay in coming, Father Graham. My name is Rias Argent. Argent or Argent? And I am a squire of the Grouse Ritter. Grouse Ritter. God damn it. Ah. Agate. Agate. Same thing. I look forward to working under you. I didn't think we'd end up having more company. Wait a second. Is something the matter? So that's how they think they can get me, is it? But they can't just bribe me so easily. I'm better than that. Maybe I underestimated the Grouse Ritter. They think they can break my will to fight by sending a girl like you my way, do they? But I'm not going to go down so easily, because I've got a secret weapon of my own. Behold, the most powerful force in the universe! Tita! Oh no. Well, this is understandable. We all love Tita. And like, being her mother, yeah, it's those feelings probably multiplied by like 1,000. The most powerful force in the universe! And she's not wrong, considering she's the only person with an orbital laser cannon. Isn't that? That's Tita, isn't it? How cute. Isn't she? Isn't she? I bet you just want to jump into this photo and squeeze her like a stuffed toy right now, don't you? I should have known a cutie patootie like you would be able to appreciate the same qualities in others. Anyway, that's why no matter how freaking adorable you may happen to be, you can't take me down, because I've got a natural immunity. I beg your pardon, but I'm afraid I'm not really following. You keep saying that someone is cute, but are you referring to me? Who else would I be talking about? You've got such an aura of maturity about you.
and yet your features still have that irresistible trace of innocence to them. And then they throw you into a sister's habit to compliment it all like a little cherry on top. That's the most flattering habit I've ever seen!
Is this the character designer? The character designer is just writing out the dialogue here.
If I didn't have my protective field, I'd be in real danger here.
The absolute look of disdain. He's like, really? I gotta deal with this?
What? Why are you looking at me like that? I'm just saying. Might I inquire as to the identities of the people with you, Father Graham?
Sure. The lady is Professor Erica Russell of ZCF, while the gentleman is Lieutenant Colonel Sid of the Royal Army. Seriously though, Father Graham? Really?
So you're the people who initially discovered the artifact then. Thank you for your cooperation in our work. We will take over looking after it from here on out. That will be all. Wait a...
Nani? Hold on a minute. We haven't finished deciding what to do with it yet.
Perhaps not, but my intention was to save you the time and effort required to do so by making the correct judgment myself. Whether it has lost its power or not, that is no ordinary artifact. It is potentially related to one of these septarians. I'm surprised that you even humored the option of letting an outsider take custody of it.
I mean, I was following protocol.
Well, well. You sure know how to pick a fight. Go on then. What legal basis do you have for taking it from us? The agreements with the church quite clearly say that artifacts that have lost their power are exempt from the usual rules. I have no legal basis, but you have no more of one for keeping it. If we are following the agreements to the letter, no one is allowed to assert ownership of inactive artifacts. It belongs to neither you nor me. It is simply an abandoned object with no owner whatsoever.
What?
So all you got is, I don't need a reason.
It's mine and that's final?
To put it bluntly, yes. Well, if that's how you want to play it. What's your take on this, Kevin Graham? Well, by all means.
Me? I thought I'd been kicked out of this conversation. But, well, I can't say I don't want to take it back to Arteria with us. But after all the help liberals given us, I'd feel kind of bad just snatching it from them without even giving them a valid reason. Both arguments have a degree of merit, but neither is clearly more correct. I'm not quite sure how you'll solve this one. You, do know that you're smack dab in the middle of this too, right? Nani? Whoa.
My... What is it? Why do you both look so surprised?
Oh, it's a special sense that we have? What do you mean, why?
Did the two of you not hear that?
Oh, no. Okay. Maybe not. I thought it was like some sort of training that they did, so they were able to sense danger, like a spidey sense or something. But I don't think that's the case. I think it was just targeted at us.
Hear what? Wait a...
Is the artifact turning on? Oh yeah, there it is. Behold, the Tesseract!
Wow. Is that what was used to make all the Transformers? Oh, no way! That thing wasn't giving off any orbital readings at all anymore. Zero! Zip! Why is it suddenly active again? I believe that settles our dispute.
It sure does. Thank goodness. But someone definitely activated it, or something, some sort of event happened just then. Hopefully we'll figure it out later. So the real artifact was inside, huh? Never seen one quite like it. Looks like a box of some kind. Or a cube, maybe. It's got a bunch of graphs on it. Oh? I'd like to thank you two for your cooperation in the recovery of this artifact. In accordance with the pacts of the church, I, Kevin Graham, will be assuming custody of it from here on out. You, and all who aided you, have the Septian Church's deepest appreciation. Alright, no. I thought we were just gonna like instantly teleport back to Arteria or something like that. But I'm to presume that our journey there is not gonna be as easy as we'd like it to. Those are bar graphs showing how screwed we are. Well, that did look good. I think there's gonna be a climax into the third act from what I saw for those graphs. I thought we were never gonna escape. Erica sure doesn't know when to quit. That's a kind way of putting it. I couldn't believe what I was hearing right at the end, though. Just as I thought she'd maxed out her crazy talk to spew, she goes and shouts, "Well, if you're gonna be taking that, then I'll be taking her!" I thought Annalise was a one-of-a-kind cuteness freak, but she might actually have some stiff competition. Annalise? Oh, sorry. She's a girl I met while I was here last time. She's a bracer... about your age, I think? Oh. Hopefully this girl mellows out. Rias? Yes? You're not mad at me, are you? Not keeping in touch with you? Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, boy! Some drama! You can cut the tension with a knife. Alright. Oh, what have we done, Kevin? What's happened? She won't even address you by Kevin. Father Graham. Yes?
5 years is a long time.
Ooh! Ooh, buddy. Ooh.
Just as you have changed and progressed in rank significantly during those years, so have I. The Rias Argent standing before you is a squire of the Grouse Ritter, not the girl you once knew. I'm here to serve and to protect you, nothing more.
Come on, Rias.
You need not concern yourself with how I feel. If you don't treat me as a subordinate, then there is a little reason for me to be here serving you. And with that talk out of the way, we need to board the last international liner out of Gransel, don't we? We should start making our way to the landing port.
Wait a second. Was that your...
It was a figment of your imagination.
Girl, just admit that you're hungry, please. Oh boy, what if we go and grab a bite here, and because of that, we end up missing our liner for some reason, because something happens, something gets activated, and then off we go to the races. I don't know, just predicting, attempting to at least. And from that conversation, I'm assuming childhood friends. Maybe they even grew up in the same village, or came from the same village.
Huh? You seem to be tired, Father Graham. I see no other explanation as to why you're hearing sounds that clearly don't exist in reality. I think you ought to try and have some rest when we reach the airship. As I was saying, think you ought to try and have some rest.
Don't even try and tell me that one was my imagination. Man, for a second I thought you changed, but you haven't. Not one bit. You're still the same perpetually hungry Rhea as I remember. The model is blushing, but her sprite isn't. So what's going on here?
This is just a simple physiological phenomenon. My lack of control is proof that I still have plenty of training ahead of me. I can only apologize for my own inability.
Man, there are just some things about the human body that you can't control, and that's one of them. Since when did not being able to turn off your stomach become something you have to apologize for? Besides, I wouldn't have you any other way. Oh my. You're forever gonna be the girl who was always getting caught sneaking into the kitchen and trying to stuff her face to me.
I'll be going on ahead.
Oh, there you go. The sprite's finally blushing. Hey, wait a second!
You're in my way. Please move.
I'm sorry, okay? Didn't mean to push my luck. I just got carried away thinking of old times, that's all.
You have no reason to apologize. Nor do I see any point in you doing so. Because there are few things in this world that carry less weight than one of your apologies.
Damn. Finally biting back, huh? Well, while I've only got a 50-50 chance of you listening to me, can you knock it off with the fathergram? Or even father, for that matter.
For what reason?
I don't know if you're doing it because you feel like you have to, or because you want to act all distant. But there's no way I can get used to it. Like, ever. It weirds me out. So, please, call me Kevin, same as you always did.
What if I refuse?
She straight up dogga, quota one. Then I'll beg you until you change your mind. I'll get down on my knees if I have to.
You certainly would.
Well, you know what they say. You can't teach an old dog new tricks. I know it's been a while since, but I'm way too set in my ways now.
The one left me.
Sorry? I didn't quite catch that.
It was nothing.
But you were the one who left me! Maybe. I don't know. I have a lot of practice just making random shit up by reading the encrypted stories from the crystals in the last game. Actually, I retract that statement. I have a lot of practice accurately interpreting the data crystals from the second chapter. That's the more correct statement. Still,
I can't very well refuse an order from my superior, so...
Oh no, you're not playing that game. It's not an order, it's a favor. Very important distinction. Bleh.
You're so selfish, Kevin.
Nani? There we go! That's what I wanted.
But just so we're clear, even if I've changed how I address you, the fact that I'm your subordinate hasn't changed in the slightest. Don't forget that.
Yeah, I know. We can talk like we used to, but there's no way to turn back the clock to the way things used to be. Oh, and one more thing. We still got some time until the last airship leaves, so how about we head over to the department store in the East Block? We can grab you something you can eat.
I like the sound of that. I propose buying all the bread they have left.
I didn't know you were that hungry. Maybe... Well, I mean... Usually how this would go would be childhood friends. But... potentially something more? Maybe even dating? Although, it has been 5 years, right? So, that would mean... Since Kevin is 22... Around 17 when they parted from each other? If she's the same age. Maybe they went to, like, the same training? Same school? I don't exactly know how you become a grouse ritter, so... I don't know the entire process there, but yeah, it's very clear that we know each other. And it's very clear that she has some sort of attachment to us. I'm gonna assume romantic. And felt betrayed when we had separated. We don't know enough about Father Kevin, though, to say anything about what his past would be. So, just throwing it out there. I'm probably very wrong, though. I get the impression she is younger. Yeah, I can see that. He does sort of treat her almost like a little sister, but not quite to that extent. It's just a tiny bit. I definitely think it's more the childhood friend vibe. Annalise is only a little older than Estelle. Estelle is 17. Oh, okay. Annalise would then be like 18, 19, something like that. Which would be like say a difference of 3 or 4 years. 13, 14 when they parted. To become a Grouse Raider, you need to be summoned by a mage and fight the Holy Grail War. Yeah, yep, exactly. You need to shout Excalibur at the top of your lungs. Only until then. You won't be a full-fledged Grouse Raider until you do that. Who do you think the main character is in this game? I'm assuming it's... I'm gonna assume it's Kevin, but then again, we did have Estelle as our main character in the last game, and if we want to continue like the female protagonist, we might have Rias be that. But I really like Kevin, so I'm a little more biased towards him. I just really like voicing him, and I'm really glad that we get a full game with him. Hopefully. I thought you were joking when you said you were gonna buy everything they had left. The girl behind the counter looked like she thought you were a freak of nature.
This is just another example of Adios' divine providence. It's better that they're bought by someone who intends to consume them than to have the poor things be thrown away.
Yeah. You're a real bleeding heart. But that much? I hope you're not spending your entire salary on food.
I'll have you know that you have nothing to worry about. There are few people in this world who know how to make better use of sales and special offers than I.
Well, whatever makes you happy. It's not my business how you blow your mirror at the end of the day. Still, while I'll give you that, my getup is right up the top of the suspicious charts. I'm pretty sure anyone would be confused if a woman in a sister's habit came wandering into their shop after dark to buy out the leftovers.
Oh, stop your grumbling. And it's almost time for us to leave. We should make our way over to the landing port. I'm not sure how much longer my stomach can wait.
Yes, ma'am.
Is something...
Honey? We were being spied on. Sorry, that stomach of yours is gonna have to wait a little bit longer.
Unforgivable. I don't know who this fiend is, but as long as I don't kill them, I can go as far as I like, right?
I sympathize, but you, might want to calm down a little bit. Still, whoever they are, they're not very good at tailing people.
Quite. I doubt they have much experience. They do seem to have undergone some degree of training, however.
Yeah. Oh well. Sad to say, but we're gonna have to skip today's last airship out of here.
Do you know of a good place to strike?
Oh, I do. I know the perfect place. Wait a minute. Please don't tell me. I saw the blue hair, and I didn't want it to be, but it is. This man will never die. What do we have to do to make sure he stays dead? He already blorfed. And that's still not enough? Where did they go? I saw them enter this area, I'm sure of it. It was you, huh? What? How? How did you discover me? My stealth abilities are the height of perfection. You're just like I remember you. Still way too sure of yourself. Who might he be? Well, he's technically part of Ouroboros. He's about as low-ranking a member as you can get, though. I see. He does look the part. How dare you! I'll have you know, I'm very much on the up. And as for you, what do you mean he does look the part? You couldn't look more like a nobody if you tried. Yikes! Damn! The worst she could say is no. You're the kind of person who constantly throws himself into things too big to handle and ends up sabotaging himself without anyone lifting a finger. And you refuse to learn from any of your failures, too. You can just tell all that just by looking at him. What? You haven't lost your touch? I'm impressed how accurately you were able to judge his character after talking to him for like a second. I didn't even need to talk to him. He oozes irrelevance from his every pore. Never mind! Ow! If I was Gilbert, I would wish that I was dead. Like, dying is better than having to listen to this. Being said to me, right in front of my face. Oh, my existence is such a tragedy. And I made it this way. God. You. Cocky, aren't you? Well, let's see how long that cockiness lasts. Ha! Okay, the one thing I will give Gilbert, though, is that he knows how to change his clothes real quick. That is insane. I could never do that. Blah! Whoa, what the heck? Whoa! Where did you get that? She just has a massive fuck-off sword? A Templar sword? So that's what you picked, huh? Assuming it's like, oh, pick your weapon of choice that you will be training with for the rest of your life. And then there's like a set amount of weapons to go through. Just like you chose a bowgun as your weapon of choice, I chose a Templar sword for mine. Oh, this is gonna be great. The sister wearing the nun habit is gonna be our frontliner. That's all there is to it. I'm not the healer, bitch. You're the healer. Gotcha. Yeah. It's like Monster Hunter? It's Monster Hunter, but they're hunting heretics. The Templar swords are chain blades. Ah, that's really cool. So, by the chain blade, judging from how it looked, does it like snap into place and then you can store it away in a more compact version? Or is it like chain as in chainsaw, that it actually moves along the blade? Ouroboros gave Gilbert one special skill and he chose Quick Change. It's a really good skill, depending on your line of work. Definitely not as an evil bad guy, though. Impossible. Son of Bacana. You'll see how it works. Cool. Hopefully we get to see like an animation of it. It can go in sections or as a whole. Ooh. Yeah, we'll have to see it. What did you just do? I don't even know how I got hit. It's a weapon used by the Grouse Ritter, called a Templar sword. The blade's made up of multiple pieces held together by wires that let the user extend it at will. Thank you, Kevin, for explaining it. Anyway, it's time those lips started flapping. What's a wanted criminal like you doing here in Gransel? How much of our business do you know?
Why should I have to answer your...
You don't know when to give up. Start talking now. For your information, he's not in a good mood. And, you don't want to make her any madder. She's very hangry, be careful. It looks like I've got only one option.
I'm so sorry, forgive me! I'm only here because I crash landed. I didn't even want to come here. And after I did, I happened to see you too, so I decided to follow you, I swear.
Maybe I misjudged him. There might be more to him than meets the eye. In a sense.
That's a nice way of putting it. So go on, keep talking. You said you crash landed here? That means there's an Ouroboros airship somewhere near here that you came on, right?
No, there isn't. I did crash land, but it wasn't on board an airship.
It was on board this! What the?
He is an Archaism?
That's so irrelevant now, am I? Show them what you can do, G Apache! Mow them down!
Alright. Let's see here. Cool. Alright. Okay. Oh?
I don't think we're a caster at all. Up to 2 people. Raises Templar sword and extends it to attack.
Oh.
Heals 50% HP, restores 50 CP, cures KO with a blessing.
Oh. Whoa, 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 what is this?
45 craft points to cure somebody a KO and give them half of their health back, plus 50 CP? That's kind of insane. I'll take that.
Okay, let's see, Gilbert. 9,700. The member of Ouroboros with the most growth potential. He says, uses varied attacks. G Apache. A new kind of archaism made by the 13 factories has many different armaments. Cool. I will focus on the Apache, because historically Gilbert has not been very useful in a fight. Also, do we not have an S-craft? I guess maybe not yet. Should I do it now? I think I'll wait a little bit. Oh, look at that. Oh. Oh, it's exactly like, I forget the name of the sword, but Violet's sword in Fire Emblem Three Houses. Works exactly the same way. Okay. It's time to dump some of our abilities in. Actually, let me clock you up.
Charge complete.
Charge complete.
Oh, come on.
What the?
Kevin, no!
Eat this. What the heck?
Ow! Jesus Christ! At least we have a Curia, but... Is Kevin gonna survive this? I don't really think there's a whole lot else I can do. Oh my god. Just barely.
Hey,
Fuck you, Gilbert. Can I cast? No, I can't. Let me take this. Like Ivy's weapon? From Soul Calibur? I don't know much about Soul Calibur. I didn't realize Ivy had a similar weapon. I thought you used whips. Soul Calibur is one of those fighting game series that I'll definitely be getting into at some point. But anyways, you know what? Since we're already here, I'll do this. I'll steal the turn. Just use up that 200 CP.
I hold in my hand the chalice of heaven. May its holiest of light act as our shield. Grail fear!
Give us like two turns here.
this! What the heck?
Oh, perfect. I'll take it. I really want to take on Graham. Do you have anything with a longer casting time? Unfortunately, no. That kind of sucks. I do want to put a clock up on you, though. Okay, I can steal the turn. Not with an offensive ability, though. Needs to be strictly healing. That's fine.
Hold on a second. See, look at me. Please, can't we all just get along? Come on, let's shake on it. Yeah, idiot. This is what you get. Just go away. Damn it, I'm in the lead. You little. Damn you. That's what you get. Jack. Wait, let's talk this over. Crap.
I hate this man. I don't think strength down and defense down are considered an ailment. And we don't have any items for it, so we're just gonna have to live with it. I can't reach it. It's still better to move towards it, though. Actually, let us Earthlines.
Let's see what color your plot is.
25 CP impede. I'll save that for when we need it. When the Apache starts casting. No, just still using the bullet barrages. Okay. Oh god, I'm dying. Earth Lance. Almost there. Uh-oh. I see. Oh, thank goodness you don't explode. Not this early in the game, at least.
Let's see what color your plot is.
We should probably get some new lines, Gilbert. Ooh, bonus attack turn too.
It's just
God. Oh, God, let me drink some water.
still a ways to go.
But a ways to go. No! Curse you! Do you have an idea how much I had to go through to earn that? You really are full of surprises, aren't you? Damn, fun. New lines will require character growth. We don't know that's possible for Gilbert. Sometimes in your series, you just gotta have that shithead character that everybody hates. Gilbert fills that role pretty well, actually. I'm impressed, Riaz. You sure know how to get the best out of that thing. Not at all. I've still got a lot to learn. Especially if I want to be half as good as my sister. Who's your sister? Still, I'm no different. Kevin, Anyway. I wager you're out of tricks now, so... You're ready to give up and come quietly? If you don't try and cause any more trouble, I'll hand you over to the soldiers here and leave it at that. You're planning to hand me over to the Royal Army? That's your best option. If you really want us to take you back to Arteria instead, that's cool by me. But if you go with that one, I can't guarantee your safety. I'll leave that one to you. This again? Ugh. Again? What was that? This thing again. It starts glowing so randomly. Maybe it's reacting to something? What is that thing? What are you planning on doing? Nothing to you, don't worry. Shut up for a sec. What is up with this thing? Haha. So the time to begin is finally upon us. What the? What are you? Huh? What? When did you? That's not low, is it? Because he's dead. We just have similar hair, that's all. And a lot longer, too. Also, is that a woman? Or a man? I can't tell. No, it's Strange Man, of course. I was just looking at the body armor. The chest plate is pretty big. Who? Who knows? It's a pleasure to see you again, Kevin Grab. Apparently somebody that we know, or has met us before. Traverser of the pathless darkness, repenting of his transgressions with the sin of a stigma forever on his back. Who the hell are you?
Kevin!
Thus my lord was revived. Come forth, offerings! Come forth, lost lambs! Burn to ashes in the ever-blazing flames! What happened? Why did I don't think we're gonna make that flight anymore. Where am I? Hey, Riaz! Riaz, are you okay? What's going on? Did we get teleported here or something? Why did they not kill us? This also looks like some sort of ritual place. I don't like it. Kevin? Where are we? I'm glad you're okay. How you feeling? Any pain? I feel sick. You do? My stomach's going to implode if it doesn't get any food soon. I'm starting on all that food we bought. Sure. I'd normally be just as down for food as you are, but come on. Is that really what you should be thinking about right now? There's nothing in this world more important or fundamental than eating. But if we must change the subject,
I remember a strange man appearing, then that cube glowing white all of a sudden. Then... Yeah, I don't remember any more than that either. But take a look around us. A library. Stone bookcases? Are we inside some kind of ruin? No, wait. What?
We're in space! To space! We've been there before. It's pretty chill, actually. Just a few enemies out there. Or EXP sacks, however you prefer to call them. The Hermit's Garden. Hermit? Hermit the Purple! Wrong Hermit. Yeah. So much for this being an easy assignment. It never is. Oh hey! We finished the prologue in one stream? This is a record for Trails in the Sky. Awesome! And I think that's where we're gonna save. For now. Oh, man. Okay, I see what you guys have been saying about the third game being quite different. There's not a whole lot of areas for us to like go to the Bracer Guild, grab side quests, and go out and do those things, and travel around the world and stuff like that. This seems to be very much more of an on-rails experience, as opposed to the other games. Which honestly I don't hate. I actually quite prefer the story-heavy sections, although it does take quite a toll on my voice, unfortunately, and the cutscenes are super long, so we don't really have any good stopping points. I'm not sure if this will be a consistent thing throughout the rest of the series, throughout the rest of the game, I should say. But yeah, I guess it's just a JRPG thing. If we have to go over the time, we will, and I'll try my best to keep up the voice acting until we get to the end. I'm very curious to know more about our relationship with Rias. We'll probably explore that more as we go along. But we also still have this masked man who has clearly been stalking us, and all these people who know us, and there's something to do with Father Kevin's past that even he doesn't really know exactly when and where or why, who this guy was that randomly transported us to here, so he's gonna have to figure that out on his own. Very intriguing though, and I can totally see this entire game not involving Joshua or Estelle at all, considering they're abroad. Just like give us some side characters that are related to the main story, and then have this develop as a side thing. I'm down for that. Brace ourselves for our regular stopping times, yeah. That's just how it's gonna go for this one. What happened to Gilbert? I couldn't care less. Hopefully he's been transported out into space, not on some platform, and he's floating out there, being himself or whatever. The important questions, definitely important. I mean, you know for a fact that he's still out there somewhere. He's somehow alive. He's not working for Ouroboros anymore. He's working for these people, who may or may not be just another section of Ouroboros. We don't know. At the end of the day, maybe everything is just going to connect back to Ouroboros. I don't know exactly how the story is structured, or if there is some other organization out there. Because these people also have very interesting clothing. They don't dress like the people that we know from Ouroboros at all. So it might literally just be a different organization. Or something out of this world. We have a lot more questions. Not a whole lot of answers yet. But that's just that's how it's gonna be until we get to the end of the game, at least. Alright, guys. But yeah, that's gonna be it from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed your time here, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. I'll catch you guys next week for some more Chills in the Sky. The third. I'm gonna have to get used to saying that one. But yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye.